In Japan, many people in their 90s still wake up before sunrise, not because they have to work, but because they want to. Today, we'll uncover why so many Japanese elders never retire, and how that simple mindset keeps their minds sharper, their hearts stronger, and their days more alive. It's not a job, it's a reason to wake up, to keep moving, to keep connecting. If you stay with me until the end, I'll show you 3 small ways you can bring this same mindset into your own life, starting tonight. I'm Dr. Eli Morgan, a geriatrician for 30 years. I've seen people who stopped working and stopped living, and others who never retired and never stopped growing. Retirement as risk and opportunity. Most people think retirement is the finish line, but for many it becomes a quiet kind of loss. Not of money, but of purpose. In my clinic, I've seen people who planned for decades to rest, and within a year, they lost their rhythm. Their sleep changed, their energy faded, and their world grew smaller. It's not that rest is wrong. We all need rest. But when you remove the reason to wake up, the body listens, and the science proves it. Studies link loss of purpose to higher mortality and faster decline. Those with purpose live longer and healthier lives. So maybe the problem isn't retirement itself. It's what we retire from and what we forget to keep. What never retire looks like in Japan. Most people think retirement is the finish line, but for many it becomes a quiet kind of loss. Not of money, but of purpose. In my clinic, I've seen people who planned for decades to rest, and within a year they lost their rhythm. Their sleep changed, their energy faded, and their world grew smaller. It's not that rest is wrong. We all need rest. But when you remove the reason to wake up, the body listens, and the science proves it. Studies show that when people lose their sense of purpose, their health declines faster. Those who keep a reason to live, no matter how small, live longer and feel better. So maybe the problem isn't retirement itself. It's what we retire from and what we forget to keep. What never retire looks like in Japan. In Japan, the idea of retirement feels different. There isn't a single word that means stop working forever. Instead, many elders live with something called ikigai, a reason to wake up each day. Ikigai doesn't have to be big. It can be tending a garden, helping a neighbor, or teaching a child how to fold paper cranes. It's not about achievement, it's about belonging. In Okinawa, one of the world's longest living communities, people in their 80s and 90s still join local clubs, sing together, and help at markets. They don't do it for money. They do it because it keeps them connected, needed, and alive. I once met Mrs. Sato, a 92-year-old who still teaches origami to children every Wednesday. When I asked why she still does it, she smiled and said, "Because they still need me." That's the heart of never retiring, staying useful in ways that matter, even in the smallest corners of life. The science behind purpose and longevity. Purpose isn't just a nice idea, it changes the body in real measurable ways. When we have something meaningful to do, our stress hormones drop. Lower stress means lower inflammation, one of the silent forces behind heart disease, diabetes, and even memory loss. Purpose also keeps people socially connected. Those with strong relationships are about 50% more likely to live longer, according to a large review from researchers at Brigham Young University. Connection protects health as powerfully as quitting smoking. And purpose shapes behavior. People who feel needed eat better, move more, and keep a daily routine. Their sleep improves and their minds stay sharper. In one study published in JAMA Network Open, older adults with a clear sense of purpose were far less likely to die over the next several years than those without one. The body listens when the heart still has a reason. So when Japanese elders keep a small role, even a humble one, their biology follows their mindset. The science calls it protective behavior. I just call it staying alive on purpose. Why never fully retire? Work's better than stopping completely. Retirement itself isn't the enemy. Stopping completely is. When work ends, structure disappears. Many people lose the small rhythms that used to shape their days. The walk to the bus, the morning talk, the reason to dress, the people who expected them. Without that rhythm, time becomes empty, and emptiness quietly drains health. But those who stay engaged, even a few hours a week, often do better. Researchers call it bridge employment. It means doing lighter, more meaningful work after formal retirement, mentoring, volunteering, or keeping a side project that gives purpose. I once followed a patient, Mr. Lewis. He was a teacher for 40 years. After retiring, he started reading stories to children at the local library twice a week. Within 6 months, his blood pressure dropped, his sleep improved, and he told me, "I feel like I have Mondays again." He didn't need the paycheck. He needed the purpose. You can have rest and still have meaning. The two aren't opposites. They hold each other up. ChatGPT John Noy. 3 small shifts you can start tonight. You don't need to move to Japan to live this way. You just need a small role, something that makes you needed, even a little. Here are 3 gentle shifts you can begin tonight. 1. Name your one. Small role. Write one short sentence that starts with, "I will." It might be, "I will call my neighbor every Tuesday," or "I will water the garden at sunrise." Naming your role gives it life. It turns a thought into a commitment, and commitment brings rhythm back to your day. 2. Schedule. 2. Mini shifts a week. Pick 2 half-hour blocks in your week for something that makes you feel useful or connected. Maybe it's teaching a grandchild a skill, writing a letter, or joining a small group. Structure like even gentle structure and is medicine for the mind. 2 small sessions a week beat one big promise you'll never keep. 3. Share your role with someone. Tell one person what you plan to do. When someone else knows, it becomes real. It gives you accountability and connection in one simple step. Purpose grows when it's seen. Try one of these tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week. Tonight. Write one sentence or make one call. That's how the rhythm begins again. Stories that prove it's never too late. I've watched this truth unfold again and again. Mrs. Sato, the woman who teaches origami, turned 93 this year. Her hands tremble a little now, but every Wednesday she still meets 10 children after school. She says the laughter keeps her joints loose, and there's Mr. Lewis, the retired teacher. Last month, he told me the library invited him to start a grandpa reading hour. He laughed when he said, "Doctor, I guess I'm still on the schedule." These people aren't exceptions, they're reminders. A steady role, however small, keeps the heart young. Purpose fills the hours that medicine can't. You don't need to move faster or lift heavier weights to stay alive longer. You need to keep being someone to someone. That's what never retire truly means. Invitation. If movement keeps the body young, purpose keeps the life inside it. That's what the elders of Japan understand so well. And it's something we can all learn from. Don't think of retirement as an ending. Think of it as a handoff. From what you did for a living to what you live for now. Find one small reason to wake up and protect it, because time rewards consistency, not perfection. If you want to keep your body as strong as your spirit, I've linked a companion video next. Over 50? 6 movements, Japanese elders. Do every day. It's the physical side of the same story you just heard. Before you go, tell me one sentence below, "I will," and finish it your way. I read every reply. Protect your rhythm. Dr. Eli Morgan.